I'm going to make a bet that you got dressed before you left the house this morning. But let me ask you, did you put on your holy body armor? Because Galatians 6 tells us it's pretty important and that we need it if we're going to be walking around in this world. You see, our enemy, which I talked about in my last video, who prowls around looking for a soul to devour, he's going to come at you whether you believe he is or not, and whether you are armored up or not. So, all of the armor that you put on has to do with the Word of God. When you know the Word of God, you spend time in it, and it's written on your heart, then you're able to take your thoughts captive. So when the enemy tries to speak lies into you, you already know, hey, I got my helmet on, and that is not the truth. My God doesn't say I'm stupid. My God says I have a sound mind. I don't have to fear because his perfect love casts out fear. And then you have the breastplate of righteousness on, which means that anything spoken to you, at you, about you, you can guard your heart and not allow it in unless you know it to be truth. You got to put on a belt to hold that armor in place. The belt is the truth, which is the Word of God. You have your sandals of peace, which you put on your feet because you would not leave your house without shoes on. Otherwise, you might step on a rock or stub your toe. So put on your sandals, y'all. Hold up that shield of faith because it deflects those arrows that the enemy is constantly shooting at you. The best part is not only do you have this armor, but he gave you a sword, the mightiest weapon. It's the Word of God, and it's sharper than any two-edged sword. But how do you use this sword? Because it's not like what we're used to seeing, which is something you hold in your hand with a long blade. No, this is the Word of God. And how do you use a word? You speak it. So use the Word of God. Speak it out. Don't just know it here. Don't just know it here. Speak it. When you speak it, your words have power. You can call that enemy off of you in an instant. You can proclaim and declare the promises of God over your life in a moment. Your God is giving you all the power, all the authority. You just need to wield it.